for hours that night, and he said, look, it's important that we have a guitarist in the band, and, your stuff sounds really great, and, this could turn into something where we start writing songs together, and, so it was kind of presented to me like, there's definitely a place for you in the band.
We were playing better, but it didn't matter because the media wasn't interested in what we were doing. And we just felt that it was going to take a couple of albums because we were dealing in people's perceptions. It wasn't so much the music that we were making, it was we had to change people's perceptions. People were thinking of us as a band that belonged in the 80s, that belonged with a certain type of audience. So we just thought we just had to go back to the drawing board.
We got it back from the graphic artist, and we had no title. He just had the name Duran Duran right in the middle, and it looked like a finished piece of artwork. So we just thought, why bother coming up with a title? None of the songs' titles really suited, really summed up the whole, all the parts of what we thought the album meant. So we're calling it just Duran Duran. Now it's nicknamed The Wedding Album because of the photos.
Yeah, I was just visiting my parents one day, and I saw this old photo on the mantelpiece, and I thought, who's that? I looked at it closer, and I realized it was my parents' wedding day. And how old photos just sometimes take on an aura. This had that thing about it. I thought, well, actually, it's a great image. I wonder what all the other guys' parents' wedding photos look like. And there's something quite strange about the thought of all of them being on the cover, sort of being the total sum of what genetically made the record.
The fact is, as far as the people who are concerned, who are into music and listen to the radio, watch the TV and everything, Duran Duran really did fall down the back of the sofa. And I think that it's what those people think that counts, and they do think it's a comeback, so it's a comeback.
Some kind of melodic thing, and sometimes I just have like these nonsense words, but I just said, when you come undone, and I thought, wow.
Nick and I, way back in 1985, I think it was, were talking about doing a project together. It turned into Arcadia, and it had Arcadia songs, but originally it was a concept cover album. We made lists of songs to do, and in actual fact, some of the songs that were on that list have ended up on the album Thank You.
When we released the wedding album, it took off beyond our expectations. And so we went on a world tour that lasted for almost a year and a half. During that time, we went into the studio whenever we could for a day here and a day there. When we were in New York City, we recorded with Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel and the Furious Five.
And they're on the album not because they're our favourites, but because they are landmark pieces of music in the history of music.
I think Duran Duran's version of Perfect Day is possibly the best re-recording of a song of mine that I've heard. He's absolutely wild about it.
Perfect Day is it's a classic song, and I thought Simon could really nail it as well, and he did.
The songs from the original artists. And modesty prevents me from quoting them directly on camera. Public Enemy, well, Flavor Flav said,
Well, the Duran Duran Thank You was exceptional, really.
Duran Duran, eh? Is this thing on?
They recorded my song, Success.
Hey, is this thing on?
Sure glad I kept the publish.
I think the Duran Duran thing is really good because it's kind of, the way that he sings it, Simon, is it's a totally different way of singing it, and it works great. It's real good.
One of the things I like about Duran Duran is, I think when they first came out, they were sort of like pretty boys. And they went and they made the mistake of having a hit right off the bat. That's kind of the kiss of death, because you're dismissed 6 months later. But they've hung together, and they're a real band, and nobody can take that away from them. One of the things I liked about their version of Perfect Day was the fact that it was such an accurate take on it. They recorded it the way I meant it, which is a real big thrill to me. So thank you, Duran Duran.